back to another video. Today is Sunday the 11th of October 2020, and in today's video I'm going to look ahead and preview day number 6, the PDC BoyleSports World Grand Prix. Now day number 6 starts at 7 PM live on Sky Sports, and day number 6 sees the semi-final stage take place. The semi-finals are over the best of 7 set format with double in, double out, just like it is all the way through this tournament. But before we talk about night number 6, let's look back at night number 5, where we saw the quarter-final stage take place. And the first match of the evening saw Duijvenbode beat Gary Anderson by 3 sets to 1. The next match saw Dave Chisnall edge out Joe Cullen by 3 sets to 2. The penultimate game of the evening saw Simon Whitlock beat the world number 1 and defending champion Michael van Gerwyn by 3 sets to 0. And the last game of the evening saw Garen Price beat Jeffrey Duijvenbode by 3 sets to 1. It was an accelerating night of darts, and I'll talk about these games in more detail as the video goes on. So the first semi-final I'm going to talk about is Simon Whitlock versus Dirk van Duijvenbode. Now this is a semi-final that not many people would have predicted. Simon was a late replacement in this tournament, and Dirk van Duijvenbode was a long odds outsider in this event. But this is the semi-final we have got. And Simon Whitlock won his quarter-final, beating Michael van Gerwen by 3 sets to 0 with a 100.29 average. His start double percentage was 69%, which was 11 from 16, and his finish double percentage was 53%, which was 9 from 17. So let's look at the set scores in this game. And Simon took the first set by 3 legs to 1 with 101 average. He then upped it by 3 points for the second set with average 104 and whitewashed Michael van Gerwen the set by 3 legs to 0. And the last set, he wasn't as good, but he still got the job done with a 96 average and won it by 3 legs to 1. The last time that he reached this stage, he went on and reached the final in this event in 2017, and he's jumped back into the top 16 of the world, going from 17 at the start of the week to 15 now. So let's look at the figures from his quarter-final to his last 16 game against Mervyn King, where he won by 3 sets to 2. So he upped his average by 15 points. In the game against Mervyn King, he averaged 85.24. And in the game against Michael van Gerwen, he averaged 100, so he upped it by 15 points. The start double percentage was 36% against Mervyn King. His start double percentage against Michael van Gerwen was 69%, so that's an increase of 33%. And his finish double percentage was 46% against Mervyn King, and his finish double percentage Michael van Gerwen was 53%, so again he's increased it by 7%. So we saw great improvements. It was almost a dart for dart perfect performance from Simon Whitlock against the world number 1 Michael van Gerwen. And he takes on Dirk van Duijvenbode, who beat Gary Anderson by 3 sets to 1 with 94.29 average. His start double percentage was 58%, which was 18 from 31, and his finish double percentage was 50% with 11 checkouts from 22 attempts at double. So let's look at the set scores in this game. Now Dirk took the first set by 3 sets, 3 legs to 2 with a 92 average. He then upped it to 103 in the second set, taking it by 3 legs to 1. He was in control of the third set at 2-0 up, but Gary fought back and won the set by 3 legs to 2, and Dirk averaged 91 in that set. They then continued averaging 91 in the fourth set, and that was enough to win the set by 3 legs to 1. Now Dirk has reached the last 32 of the UK Open this year and semi-finals of European Tour event number 1 and Players Championship number 2. He's jumped from 72 in the world to 63 in the world, and if he wins this game he'll go even higher in the world rankings. But let's compare his performance in the quarters to his last 16 performance, where he beat Dimitri van den Bergh by 3 sets to 1. In that game with Dimitri van den Bergh, he averaged 89.82. So as you see, he upped his average by 5 points in his quarterfinals. The start double percentage was 45% in the game with Dimitri van den Bergh, and his start double percentage went up by 13%. However, his finish double percentage decreased by 5% because his finish double percentage against Dimitri van den Bergh was 55%, which is great, and it was still magnificent against Gary Anderson at 50%. So let's look at the head-to-head between these two, and it's 2-1 to Dirk van Duijvenbode. The first time these two ever met was in 2017 at the UK Open, and Simon Whitlock won this game by 10 legs to 6. But Dirk's got revenge since then, and he's won the last 2 meetings. The first time was at a Players Championship event in April 2017, where he won by 6 legs to 4. and the last time they met was in 2019 in the March of that year in the Players' Championship event, and Duijvenbode won by 6 legs to 5. So what do I think is going to happen in this game? I'm going for the experience of Simon Whitlock over the inexperience of Dirk van Dijvenbode. Dirk hasn't been in the position of a major semi-final so far in his PDC career, and Simon Whitlock has. In 2017, in this competition, he beat Mensur Suljovic by 4 sets to 3 in a real edgy counter, and then he lost the final by 5 sets to 4 against Gerwin. But I think the experience of Simon Whitlock, having won PDC majors before on the TV, was too strong for Dirk van Dijvenbode. So I'm going for a 4-2 set win for Simon Whitlock in this game. The second semi-final sees Dave Chisnall take on Garen Price. Now, Dave Chisnall won an absolute epic quarter-final match against Joe Cullen by 3 sets to 2. Dave averaged 87.5 in the game. His start double percentage was 42%, which was 22 from 52. His finish double percentage was 28%, which was 13 from 46. And the set scores in this game, Joe Cullen took the first 2 sets by 3 legs to 2. Dave averaged 83 in the first set and 87 in the second set, but the third set was the turning point in this game. Joe Cullen only averaged 55 in this set, and Dave Chisnall took it by 3 legs to 0 with an 86 average. He then kicked on in the next set, taking it by 3 legs to 1 with a 91 average, and the final set won it by 3 legs to 2 with an 87 average. It was a real tense affair, especially in the last set, but it was great for Dave Chisnall to get the job done. He used to get good memories of this competition because of the finalists in 2013 and 2019. So let's compare some of his figures from the quarterfinals to his last 16 game against Ryan Joyce. A game against Ryan Joyce, he had a 91.37 average. His average against Joe Cullen was 4 points lower. His start double percentage I don't have from that game, but his finish double percentage was 44%, and his finish double percentage, Joe Cullen, was 28%, which is a decrease of 16%. So that's a big turning point in his average and the overall scheme of things. So moving on to Garen Price. Garen Price beat Jeffrey Deswan in his quarterfinal by 3 sets to 1 with a 90.08 average. His start double percentage was 55%, which was 16 from 29. His finish double percentage was 40%, and that was 10 from 25. Now the set scores in this game, Garen Price got off to a flying start, taking the first set by 3-0. He averaged 92 in this set. He then averaged 92 in the next set, taking it by 3 legs to 2. His performance dipped in the third set, where he only averaged 83, and Jeffrey Deswan won this set by 3 legs to 1, but then kicked it back up to that 92 average again in the fourth set, and he took the fourth set by 3 legs to 1. Do you know what? It's been a great year for Gerwin Price this year. He's been the finalist in the UK Open, and he's won the recent World Series finals in a great run of form. His only loss recently was against Devin Peterson, who was 5-1 up in European Tour 2, and he lost by 6 legs to 5. So let's compare Gerwin Price's performance in the quarterfinal to his performance in the last 16, where he beat Kim Hybrits by 3 sets to 0. In that game, he averaged 95.42. Now his average dipped by 5 points against Jeffrey Deswan to 90. His finish double percentage was 45% in the game against Kim Hybrits. He had 9 from 20. It dipped by 5% to 40%, where he had 10 from 25. So that was a massive reason why his average dipped a little bit as well. So let's talk about head-to-head between these two. And Dave Chisnall leads the head-to-head by 4-3 between these two. The last meet between these two was at the World Grand Prix last year in the last 32 stage in the first round. And Dave Chisnall edged this by 2 sets to 1. Interestingly enough, if you think about it, Dave Chisnall's first round this year was a semi-final from last year. So now the first round from last year is a semi-final from this year, so it's opposites turned around this time. Garen Price's last win was at Players' Championship event in 2019, where he won by 7 legs to 4. It was in the semi-final stage of that competition. So what do I think is going to happen in this game? I think that Garen Price will be too strong for Dave Chisnall. I think that Dave Chisnall has been inconsistent with his throw. He's still trying to find that throw that's perfect. The release isn't perfect. It's so inconsistent from Dave Chisnall. You just don't know what you're going to get from Dave Chisnall next. Even though his set averages are relatively consistent, I think that Garen Price can have that step above where Dave Chisnall is, and I think that Garen Price will win this game quite comprehensively by 4-1. So that's me came to the end of this video. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up on the video and a comment in the comment section below. And until tomorrow when I preview the final, the PDC BoyleSports World Grand Prix, I will see you then. Goodbye.